Alright, we rolling.
Hi there,
Chocolate
Goofy.
starfish
in the-
Hi
time.
there, Goofy. Welcome back to another episode.
Oh,
Hello.
that's a really weak ass burp. Great way to start off the podcast.
Wab. Weak ass burp.
Well, did you want a strong one?
Oh, it's actually okay. I'll jump right into something. You know, the other day I had a memory that I forgot for when I was talking about stuff we watched. I think last week I forgot to mention I watched the movie called Hitman, a Netflix film. Glenn Powell's in it. I can't remember the actor's name. It's like a rom-com, but like it's actually kind of a low-key banger. It's not an action movie, more of like a, I guess, a thriller. Very very sexy, very quite funny, but it is cool because like it's based on a real guy who was like I guess a police. He'd do like stings basically, where he'd pretend to be a hitman, because the idea is, and I don't think this is, well, this is kind of true, right? That hitmans don't exist in the way that, like, in a commercial sense.
They're not bold. They're not all bold.
Well, yeah. But like, they're not. People aren't hiring hitmans. It'll be like gangs and like actual crime that uses, I guess, hitmen. But they'll be more like enforcer type people, right?
They're
like,
not as fancy as you think.
It's not. Yeah, it's not like I'm hiring a hitman to go do this crime. Or it's not like fucking Fiverr of crime, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess that's what the guy did. He'd kind of based the idea
He
of
pretended
that
to be
people. Yeah, because I guess people are kind of dumb enough to believe that, and then he'd play like a million different roles, including at one point Glenn Powell straight up was just Patrick Bateman, because he'd do like incredible research on each client, and then try and like cater the experience towards them by putting on like a show.
Let's go.
And and it's based on a real dude that actually did this. But this is like a rom-com, so it's kind of cool.
But it
was his job. He'd do multiple. This is a recurring
and then
thing.
they'll arrest the person.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they make it more, I guess, morally complex in this one, because it's like, bruh, you might be counting as what's the term? The entrapment, I guess.
True, because
like kind of leading them to do that, right?
Unless they already have a case on a person, and then the judge approved whatever the fuck they did.
Well, one of the real cases was this one kid hired a hitman to kill his parents, and he paid with video games. He's like, bruh, I've got like $5 in like a bunch of video games.
I pay you with COD.
Yeah,
the newest COD. And hitman says yes.
Yeah.
Just for fun.
Well, because like he's got to, and I guess the main plot of the movie is he meets this one lady. He's like, I want to kill my husband. He's a piece of shit, and he's like, damn, maybe don't do that. Which he doesn't. He usually goes, yeah, you should go for that, and then he gets there recording them saying, I want to exactly do this thing, and that's how he gets them. But this time,
the price of a human life is the Elden Ring DLC. Is that what we're saying? That's the price of a human life?
Well, it was like 5 video games. So.
Five deals.
So every FromSoft game in the last 5 years.
Though to be fair, I assumed a real case would have been like quite a few years ago. So due to inflation, it probably is the price of like one DLC now. Maybe.
Well, I think the case would have been like one of those plastic CD cases if they still do them.
It was.
See, they still sell those PS5, but with no disc. Oh, with a disc, but with a download.
Yeah.
How else are you going to put it on the
shelf? Get me started on that shit. Yeah.
Haha.
One of the many unholy trinity
that's
rabbit
like
holes.
The interesting thing. It's like some companies have decided. Well, if you like, I think Baldur's Gate 3, though, like if you want a physical version, you have to buy like an exclusive $200 special edition. Then we'll give you a physical copy. Yeah, I know Alan Wake 2. They were like, we're gonna repackage everything, like all of the upcoming DLC, and then we'll release the physical version for you. But it's $200 just for one
$200,
which is kind of ridiculous. I think it's $200.
Maybe they have a included special sticker. Wow, limited.
It's not limited. It's not even limited.
Game of the Year
edition.
edition.
Got an Apple sticker on it.
It is technically, I guess, because it won a
It
few
won stuff.
awards there. Yeah, I do really want to play it, but I need to wait for the price to go down. It's way too expensive.
Mm.
Yeah. Does
Oh
look
yeah,
good.
you played it.
I'm playing Odyssey right now, though.
Mario.
Odyssey,
Yeah, Mario.
Odyssey.
Yeah. This is apparently the one that I'll never finish, according to the internet. It's too long.
Can't 100.
But I'm doing decent. Oh, well, I'm getting stuck on the thing that everyone else gets stuck on, which is like, they're like, oh, I reached a certain point and I can't get past the level cap. Whereas, because I'm 100%ing it, I do everything in an area before I move on to the next, which means I'm never under level.
All right.
So it actually, which makes the game just easier.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm doing combat and stuff, I one-shot everybody and like move on. Because yeah, people are like, oh, I can't do assassination stuff. I'm like, well, actually, if you apply the correct skill level, the different skill points, and you can level up your skill to be equal to, then you can do one-shot assassination. Yeah, I'm a assassin nerd. So.
That was like me, but with Stardew
I knew you
Valley.
could say that. Like, what?
But I'm trying to think. Maybe it was another game that I'm thinking of, but it has to be Stardew Valley. But I know I struggled for the first few years of Stardew Valley on my last perfect run.
Damn, you're like a real farmer out there.
See, because like there's like a period of time where you get to you go past one threshold where everything's less than like everything's around the thousands of dollars, and then you're reaching another milestone where everything costs like 1 million or 2 million, and that's literally the jump.
Yeah.
And then after that, you're making by that time you're literally making so much money, and you've already bought all the expensive shit that you can literally just buy as many resources as you want without going to harvest them.
Damn.
Imagine if you could just like, you make so much money in Minecraft that a villager is just like, do you want to buy 10 stacks of coal? Sure, go for it.
It's easier to buy something than to actually mine, grind.
Way easier.
Yeah.
But you have the money is the thing. But then when you get late game, you make a lot of money.
Damn. Do you ever say to any of the other characters, we could go bad for bad?
You could go what?
We can go band for band.
Fuck that. We can go M for M.
Am I missing something? I'm missing
Oh,
something.
it's like a.
Nah,
it's like
that
a-
means you're just not
okay.
chronically online.
Okay.
It's just a song. Like, I guess the TikTok aspect of it, yeah. But I knew that song purely because I sometimes. Actually, you know what? I'm afraid. I was going to say I occasionally listen to a certain artist, and I'm like, no. I'm not going to expose myself like that.
I won't say I'm not chronically online. Have you seen the latest Unholy Trinity video on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok?
Oh yeah, watch that.
That's a
Shit.
segue, yeah.
Watch, we have a new video. Check it
Yeah.
out on the YouTube channel. Also, clips on the Instagrams and the
Yeah.
TikTok. So follow us there, unholy.pod.
The funny thing is, if I do make another edit, it'll take less time because I've had to download so many memes. But
That's true.
I also literally have no time this week. Every single
Mhm.
day is like 9 to 5.
You can probably get by with half the amount of memes on your next.
You think? Because the next one, if we want to go sequentially, is the monkey movie.
Or the
You wanted to-
pre-download your monkey
You
meme.
wanted to push the review of what
Oh
we
wait,
watched
yeah,
this-
we
Because we're doing an early review, like a
Yeah.
week or two early for a certain film this week.
Despicable Me.
Oh,
So that's
did you
next
say
up on your
something
list.
About that.
Because there's like no American YouTubers and stuff talking about that movie.
So preload your minion meme.
I will preload the minion memes and put in the monkey memes I've already.
Actually, it'll probably be out by the time the video, like the movie will be out, I think, globally, right?
If July 4th was the correct date, then we have a couple days.
Seems way too long.
You
2
know,
weeks late.
then the
way.
day I'll send it to the sun, man. Bam.
Yeah.
Well, it'll take a week, but yeah.
Well, hopefully tomorrow there'll be a House of the Dragon video out. Guess I'll try and edit that today.
Oh, you want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What?
Right. Are we reviewing House of the Dragon?
Yeah.
The one
That's why we
episode?
watched it. Yeah.
Okay.
That's why we were watching it. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that came out. I didn't watch it.
It was on your list. I sent it to you guys.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Because
I
we had
guess
two
we can
movies.
watch that after. How are we gonna do it? We gotta record it anyway.
Have you watched the first?
I have watched the first season.
We get that. Okay, we'll talk about this after the review. Anyway.
Now we got the other movie, the Mad movie.
Huh?
We got the other movie that's
You
big.
know, I'll explain
Yes.
to you what I told you guys before, but yeah. Anyway, where were we at?
You listen to Central C.
Oh yeah, that one. So anyway, that's not important. That's not important. That's just a side thing. Yeah. Oh, I went to a concert yesterday.
Oh, you did?
Yes, you did.
Yeah. Got to meet the homies. I met Kid Millie, Jerry Boy, Big Naughty, Junie, and Dynamic. They're prominent artists from Korea, like rap and R&B. They were pretty cool. Got to. Oh yeah, the highlight of my day was saying, "Well done, mate," to Judy, and then Judy was like, "Thank you, mate."
Mad?
I was mad.
Mad. They're
Yeah.
striking, mate.
I had to meet them, took pictures with them, stuff like that.
And you got on the Instagram.
I did get on the.
Were you on the Instagram page? Are you there yet?
Yeah, I posted on my story, but yeah, I was on there.
I was like looking for him,
Yeah,
and he was there.
I was like
Sunglasses and all.
Yeah. And I had this a pretty good drip. So the photographers were like just taking pictures of me
Okay.
at one point. That was
Yeah.
kind of funny. Yeah, so
Like,
I guess,
damn.
and
Yo,
then
it's
they
a
were
real
showing me
essay.
what I looked like and going, okay, yes, I guess.
Yo, it's a
But
real
they,
essay.
Nice
or
pictures,
whoever's
you know?
editing this segment, pull up the jack, hold the drip.
They gotta make sure their
the,
impression of
yeah.
Australia is documented in digital.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be getting attention?
How does it feel to represent Australia?
I think I am representing Australia.
Didn't
Well, I
think that
guess-
deep.
Because the meet and greet, there was like literally like 20 people maybe. So I guess
Okay.
it's a pretty small group.
Line.
Yeah. That was
Mhm.
that was cool. Yeah. It was pretty funny because a lot of them just speak Korean, so it was just like I had no idea what was going on. And so they'd be
Dang.
like, cheer for this thing, and I'd be like, yeah, and then someone would be like, no, should have cheered for that. And I'd be
Hey.
like, okay.
They said something racist.
Maybe it was. I don't know. But yeah.
Was
Yeah,
it great?
It was a good
You
concert.
enjoyed
It was a
that?
good concert. Oh, so I guess I don't know if this is a cool thing or if it's not a good thing, but well, they added like I didn't know, but for the meet and greet, I thought it would just be the artist, but we also got like a sound check experience,
Oh, that's dope.
and it was a legitimate sound check, not like
Yeah.
what they do at.
Do they do
like-
fake sound checks at K-pop?
Yeah, if
shows?
you go to like the typical sound check experience, it's just like it's a pre-show, right?
Yeah.
But this one, there was so many technical errors, and then they kept fixing it.
Yeah, right.
That was kind of funny. But I was like, damn,
Let's
that is
go.
real.
Welcome to showbiz.
I guess
That's
because it was a smaller gig. Apparently, the company is sketchy as well.
The what do you call them? The event.
Yeah. Apparently, there used to be another company, but then they wouldn't pay their artists who performed or something. And then
Yeah.
they got so much hate, they like
Changed their
deleted
name.
all of that shit and started a new company, but it's the same thing. But I'd already bought tickets to it, so I didn't know. So I hope everyone got paid.
Yeah, yeah.
And I hope I get my photos because apparently they're not good with that stuff either.
They're supposed to pay for photos.
But like apparently the other event they cancelled it or something, and no one got
Ah.
a refund. And yeah, the artist didn't get the money they were supposed to be paid up front.
So a long history of misdemeanor
Yeah,
to be weird.
Yeah.
Weary. It's like when you know
Those-
the herbal
yeah.
tea, Wang Lao Ji.
What about them?
They had a batch of rat piss, so they had changed their name.
Well, did that happen again after they changed it?
Well, they changed their name back, so I assume it's fine now.
Yeah, everyone forgot about the rat piss. Zog.
yeah.
Would you like to name drop this company?
I don't remember. Like
Alright.
I didn't really look into it, but I was told by people and the internet.
It's
That's
Frontier Touring.
Nah,
Superstar.
no, Frontier Tour is cool. They're fine.
They kind of like number one over. The biggest.
I wouldn't know, because I don't tour.
Yeah.
We're on a very thinking time right now.
Yes, we are thinking.
Have you
Yeah,
thought?
this has been a very weird episode so far. It's been random fragments of thought.
Fragments.
Isn't that what a podcast is?
Welcome to the
It's the
ADHD
Joe Rogan
Tangent
podcast, just a fragment of thought.
That could be a real podcast name, you know. Fragments
Next
of
up,
thought.
split
Yeah.
personalities. Our fragmented personalities.
So real.
Well, glad you enjoyed your concert.
Yeah.
Speaking of not concerts, I have this shirt. My Chemical Romance.
Oh, did you go?
No. I got this
Do
from
you like
my
My Chemical
sister.
Romance,
I
Lee?
don't.
Your
You're a
assistant?
big fan.
You
My
got it from a-
sister,
Your assistant. Damn.
not my. I mean, I wish
Uh-huh.
I have an assistant that I can have sexual relations with,
Whoa.
like Bill
Hey.
Clinton.
Word. Come on, man.
Because I want to, have bring tribute to my man
You
Bill.
can say you're down bad. It's okay.
Yes, but that does not relate to my Chemical Romance. I just
Yeah,
want to say
you
I
just wanna
have
say you
this
have
nice
it.
shirt.
Cool.
They're gonna
Are
clean up
any
your
of y'all
mess.
My Chemical Romance aficionados,
I
fans,
think I
listeners?
remember like one song by them, maybe from karaoke.
I didn't know their most popular song when it came on at a club, and everyone was like, "You don't know this song," and then strangers were like, "You don't know this song."
And then you
You
were
just
like,
got shamed at the club.
"That's
I
the one."
know.
You got
And then I was just like, "Yeah, I like this. I'm just gonna dance. I'm sorry, guys."
And you were like, damn. But did they play Brat? The real question.
I think this was before Brat came out.
Damn. The real.
I have not listened to Brad.
I have not listened to.
I
Brat.
don't know if you. I feel like you wouldn't like it. You
I
might
would like
have.
it.
I feel like you wouldn't.
Why not?
Like, do you like club music? Like EDM?
I like Charlie XCX.
I didn't know you like Charlie XCX. What the fuck?
Well, I'm not like opposed to their music.
Damn. I
what I'm
didn't
saying?
know. Damn. If we have more in common than I thought.
Yo,
I thought we had nothing in
No,
common.
see,
enemies becoming close.
assistants. You
Assistants.
guys don't have assistants. You guys
Yeah.
are guys.
But yeah, that's what's up with me. New shit.
So what's up with you?
I said what I was like, I went to a concert now.
Okay, so what's up with you?
How's your basketball? Not basketball, your netball.
I don't know if I can meant to talk about it.
Did they win?
No.
You
as in-
are you under an NDA?
no. Didn't-
Talk about
well,
it.
but I did sign contracts, but I
But
didn't
what was in the
read the-
contract?
didn't read the fine print.
Mad. This always.
Do right by
Okay.
me, I'll do right by you.
Damn.
There's a lot of things which I'm not really meant to talk about it.
Talk about the things you can talk about.
It went well.
No one died at the
Melbourne
core.
won swimmingly.
Yeah, Melbourne.
Beat New South Wales.
Get fucked. New South Wales. So it wasn't Victoria versus New South.
No, it was Melbourne Vixens versus New South Wales Swift.
Huh.
Yo.
Literally a city versus state.
Mm-hmm. The whole damn state. And they lost to Melbourne. Because Melbourne, are better, I guess.
Let's
Oh,
go
it is
Melbourne.
factual since they won, therefore they are better.
That's real.
Your thoughts, New South Wales, man.
Well, oh yeah. Well, I guess a funny thing at the concert, right, is like they were like, "Whoa, you did that so much better than Sydney," and then I was like, "Yo, fuck Sydney," and then I was like, "But it's okay, I'm from Sydney."
No,
It's okay, guys. You can say fuck Sydney. I'm from Sydney. I too would fuck Sydney.
Sweeney?
I think Junior was
Maybe.
like, "Damn, so much. You all really like the competition."
That's like every foreign
We have
artist.
better
Here. They be like,
coffee.
y'all hate Sydney? Everyone's like, yeah.
What do we think of
Then
Sydney?
he put on like a little.
Hey,
he
come
sang a little extra thing for us.
Hey.
A Melbourne-based song, such as Phoebe Longneck. The song.
What do we think of Sydney?
Dog.
What do we think of dog?
Yummy.
Sydney.
I mean, Sydney's. I mean, oh, okay. Here's some news. the bloody Moana, how it's getting a live action movie.
With
The
Dwayne the
girl
Rock
who's
Johnson.
playing Moana's from my neighborhood, from Newtown.
Yo, you doxed Newtown.
I don't live there anymore. I don't give a
Nah,
shit.
yo, doxing Moana girl.
How do I know that? It's on the news.
The 9 News doxed Moana girl.
I don't know.
But man, Newtown.
Yeah, where me, Bang Chan, with
All the famous people are from Newtown. Ain't
because
that
it
right?
has a really prestigious acting.
Did you go there?
No, but I know celebrities that did, like Bang Chan.
Wow.
Freaking that
Margot
one kid
Robbie.
that was the main character in the movie Paper Plane.
Uh,
That was when I was.
He's a real boy.
I went.
Oh, West School.
We went to this for a semester. I went to Glen Waverley Secondary College. I was like, you just step down, bro. I don't care anymore. I don't care. I don't care.
Real.
Anyway, yeah.
I don't care. Put that on the Wikipedia page. Jack Murayama went to Glen Waverley Secondary College.
Brackets and didn't care.
That's real though.
The
I
Wikipedia page for Despicable Me 4, the first image you see on the SEO is a gorilla.
Is that real?
You can look at it right now.
But there was no gorillas.
No. Or is it meant to be like gorilla?
The misspelling of Gru.
Yeah.
I watched that movie yesterday.
Are we jumping into reviews? Do you have anything else to talk about?
Nah, not really. I didn't watch enough.
Nah, not really. Don't watch much.
Should I? Oh, I watched Minions: Rise of Gru because I missed out on that one.
I didn't watch Rise of Gru. I didn't. I watched the
does
first
have-
Minions.
There's stuff that carries over from that movie Despicable Me 4
Mm.
because of the ending of the movie, how it kind of it's a bunch. I don't want to spoil anything. Fan service. The ending of Despicable Me 4 is fan service, and so like you'll see
Yeah.
stuff and go, "Oh, that was the thing." That
Fuck around and find out.
and Rise of Gru was actually kind of decent, but not great, I guess. I don't know. I feel like, well, we'll get into. I also rewatched Despicable Me 3, which is a movie that I generally think is kind of not great, but at least it had some heart to it. Like there was like a family element or something.
I don't remember much about it.
Yeah, that's why I had to rewatch it. 'Cause I was like, what happens? Yeah, it was like him and his brother. The deal. So,
Oh, yeah,
kinda
the funny
estranged,
brother.
like
Wait, which one?
Despicable Me 3.
The brother Ginger. Blonde?
Yeah, blonde.
Oh,
He's grew with hair.
Yeah.
Twin brother.
I don't think I saw that one.
Well, he's in this minor.
Oh, I might.
He
have
doesn't
seen
do
that
anything in
one.
this movie, but he is in the movie. I guess.
I don't
We'll
remember.
talk about that
seeing
later.
Despicable Me.
I don't know. It's not that good of a movie, but I guess it's. I don't know. At least it has something to it. Whereas, are we just gonna get into the? We've already gone.
I
feel like,
suppose so.
Let's talk
Let's
about
get
Despicable Me
into
4. Okay.
Despicable
We're jumping to Despicable Me 4. Where I know because I was talking to you before you went and saw the movie, and I was like, when you watch the movie, you think to yourself, what happens to any of the characters in movies, and how do they grow? Like, what are their arcs? I
Yeah,
still can't think of any. So, like,
You are
could you
in
think of
fact
any?
correct
Yeah,
after much assessment.
genuinely, it's kind of bewildering to me how like this movie just is not about anything. There's nothing that happens. in
Yeah,
this movie.
things just happen, as I like to say.
But also, like, nothing. Like, the whole movie is kind of just like a really extended one thing happening, right? It's just like the threat of something
Yeah.
that's going to happen, and it's the entire movie. But like, there's no tension or anything because the stuff that happens in between are kind of just like a bunch of random scenes.
Yeah.
I guess the closest thing, like,
Until the end, where the threat actually happened.
yeah, I don't even remember it. What?
Kinda
The
shit.
Oh, yeah, they do. Oh, yeah, that's the other thing. They've gone like, I don't know, too much with the franchise. I feel like the last movie had Despicable Me 3 had like a giant robot dude terrorizing the city, and this one also had a giant robot.
there was a
It's like a bug or something. Yeah.
Like, how
Bug
else can
shit.
you improve technology in a film? What's that left to do? Time travel? No.
I don't know. It was kind of.
Cockroach.
Oh, I wanted to talk about the boys. I'll
Oh,
talk about the
yeah.
boys after this
Yeah,
review.
true. The
Anyway.
boys.
I also wanted to give the Acolyte update.
Oh.
I forgot all the stuff.
Oh,
We'll
yeah.
keep going to this movie before because we're already
We can
there.
have a break.
Yeah, this is fragments of thoughts. I don't know. This movie is just like, all right, one thing of like actual genuine praise I'll give it. This is like the best looking one of all of them. Like comparing, especially comparing
Probably,
this
yeah.
to movie 3, like the detail and stuff, the animation here is like actually pretty impressive. I feel
The Toy Story 4 of the Despicable Me universe.
it kind of is because it's like it's number 4.
Yeah.
It
and it's
looks
the
really
newest
good,
one.
but like it's kind of the least good one.
Yeah, they're like that.
I mean, there's like a level of recency bias where, you know, this is literally the last Despicable movie I have watched. I saw an image of the bad guy in Despicable Me 3, and I'm like, oh, now I remember.
With the shoulder pad. He was such a nothing villain, but this guy's even more nothing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because you'd think that they had like a long ass feud, but no, you just introduced him at the start of the movie, and
Yeah.
this takes place in the matter of like 2 days or 3, 4.
he was
maybe
kind of
a
a
week.
throwaway villain type.
Yeah, but I guess he's the main thread of the movie.
Yeah, I feel like I think Despicable Me 2 had like an actual villain. They
And
had
Despicable
motivation and
Me
shit.
1,
And 1 also.
is that Vector?
Yeah, Vector's
Vector was
man.
based there.
And this one they just had a guy to be the villain
Yeah.
over some trivial vengeance.
Yeah.
He wanted.
And genuinely, like, thinking about this movie, there's nothing you can really spoil for this movie because nothing happens to any of the characters. Like, they don't change in any way.
Yes, you were right about that.
Yeah, so, like, think about Gru's arc in the movie. I guess the idea that I think they were trying to set up was him trying to, like, bond with his son. But that
Yeah.
just doesn't happen in the movie,
No.
right? Like, they have a lot of scenes of, like, the son, like, vomiting on him or some shit. I can't remember. It's probably something like that, right?
Yeah,
I bet he
the
vomited
whole
on
thing
him at
was
some
like-
point.
Gru trying to get the son to say dad.
Did he?
Yeah, and then
Oh, good.
the baby finally did because it just did.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm sorry, parents. Your child ain't calling out for you.
But also, in the midst of that, Gru gets another a subplot where he has to go do a heist
Yeah,
in the most meaningless subplot ever.
yeah.
Because the only... I kind of wanted to spoil shit, but the only repercussions of that is, I guess, it links to the plot because a character notices that Gru did it, and then that's kind of thing, because Gru has to pretend to not be Gru, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it was you.
Which it's not even like that's not even an arc in the movie. It's like has to pretend to be someone else, and I guess it's the thing of like, oh, will he actually expose himself? That's what I guess, right? He accidentally reverts to being Gru and being too Gru.
Yeah.
But it's like,
Cougar.
bruh,
Even the
he doesn't
girl,
learn anything about himself though enough to
Yeah.
be like, this is something I will change and be better or something. Doesn't there's
Yeah, or
nothing.
even like, I have to be Gru. I cannot be not Gru type
Yeah.
thing. Or even the girl who blackmails him.
Yeah.
She's all about like, yeah, you do this shit for me, cause blackmail, mad. All right, we did great.
You just wait till I get to the character they go
Yeah.
over. You know, most of her role in the movie was BTS product placement because they're doing like a
Yeah.
big collab propaganda
Yeah.
shit.
And then suddenly
Yeah.
she's like, all right, I'm cool with y'all. Y'all cool now, cause we did the heist.
I could
mad.
not. She was actually like one of the worst. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
what was the point of introducing her for a stupid
exactly.
pointless subplot? The mother has nothing to do in the movie. She's in the movie for like a few scenes, but like
She be the woman be shocked.
her thing is like, oh, she's got to adapt to this like new role of hairdressing or something,
Yeah,
and I just kind of stop
she failed.
because she fails, but she doesn't like.
If
go
anything,
for- I
she
guess
makes
she
it,
just goes, yeah, I can't do it, bro. I give up,
and then
and then that's it.
like injures a woman.
Yeah,
in
oh,
the- in
that's
the
a Terminator
process.
joke. Yeah. the kids are kind of there. They set up something for the oldest girl, which is like, oh, she has to make new friends.
Yeah.
And then nothing happens. She doesn't interact with any other kid in the fucking movie.
Until the blackmail kid was like,
but
y'all
that doesn't
cool.
count because
Yeah.
that's something to do with Gru. And it's like, yeah.
Gru saves
The girl in the pink, the middle child.
Yeah.
I don't think she has like, she might have had 2 lines of dialogue in the movie. I can't remember. I don't think she did anything.
She
Does she ever do anything in any movie?
She defended the honor of the little girl by kicking the karate man.
True, which also went nowhere.
Yeah, because the little girls is about like lying bad, and they're just like, all right, lying is bad, but Lamau.
What happened with that though? Did she come to realize that you can lie sometimes?
No.
Exactly. So they stopped that little kid's arc. Also, this is a minor nitpick, but I guess because we're going all in on it. What was the fucking point of taking away the unicorn from the last movie?
Yeah.
There wasn't an actual logical reason. They didn't give a single one. They're just like, oh, I guess the unicorn has to go now. And then I genuinely, when she got angry, I got angry because I was like, this is a character that. It's a cute fucking character. I don't care. Like, I'm not
the landlord is against.
Give me a fucking reason.
The landlord said.
Yeah, maybe.
But the AVL man.
Yeah.
Real.
The minions kind of.
They're the best part of this movie. Because they're the minions.
I'm mixed on the minions. Because, like.
Come on.
Oh, have you ever thought about, just from like a funny, like, I guess, entertainment perspective, the minions are basically just like the modern versions of, you know, those old Punch and Judy shows with the puppets that beat each other up? I'm pretty sure that is actually like the thing that's continued throughout movie history of being funny to kids. Like, I don't know. I feel like it stems from that
maybe
sort of thing, you know? Because that's all, legitimately all the minions do is beat each other up. Yeah, I don't know.
That's always funny.
Also, they speak in like broken Spanish, Italian, and I guess some English.
Sometimes some English.
It's mostly speaking Italian food.
Yeah.
And then speaking Spanish. And then sometimes, yeah.
They say bottom.
Yeah.
They're like,
banana. The minions in this movie, I don't know. Do you think that the best part of the movie in this one, because like they're kind of used for like a Marvel satire, which
for me they're the best part, as in like I know they're not supposed to be narratively that important.
To be honest, the franchise flips on that so much. Like I don't
actually
really know.
In the first or second movie, they were kind of a thing.
In the third movie, they have a whole arc. They have a genuine arc where they have to go. They go fuck Gru, and we're gonna go do other shit, and then they end up in prison. They go through an actual narrative arc in the third movie. So and then they got their own spin-off movies, which clearly means that they meant to be big characters. But in this movie, they kind of just get a random subplot where it's just Marvel.
They just do things.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do a Marvel thing.
Minion marketing.
Oh,
M&M's.
They went so hard on this. We're gonna do a cinematic. Have you seen all of that shit? They did like They did a fake Marvel Cinematic Universe timeline for all the minions. Yeah.
Super minion.
Yeah.
Super.
Well, at least they're the most entertaining by virtue of senseless violence. That's
Spider Minion.
My enjoyment.
So I don't know. I'm not. That's the aspect I feel like is more entertaining with kids, though, right? I don't know. Wasn't.
Well, my inner child was like, "Yay, minion! Ha ha ha!" They got stuck in the.
What if a human was bit
machine
by a radioactive minion and became Minion Man?
That's crazy.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah. I don't know. The minions, I guess, are fine, but I don't know. I feel like they're just not used very well in this particular.
Yes,
because I think they were used a lot better in previous stuff.
Everything else is just so shit that the minions look good by comparison.
That's true. That's probably why.
Well, I mean, that's genuinely the writers going to go like, minions are the safe bet. If we show a lot of the minions goofing around, people like that's kind of the way this franchise in Despicable Me one.
Time immemorial.
Oh, you know that Despicable, like the Minions movies are like the highest grossing anime.
Damn.
I think Inside Out 2 is gonna.
Marketing.
But what if this one beats?
You know,
beats
Inside Out
that
2 has the
3?
highest opening for any animated film ever,
I
including
think
that
you
fucking Mario
mentioned that
movie.
last.
Maybe. Oh, this is Mario movie is also from the same people that do the Minions movies, right? All
Is it?
elimination, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Senseless violence also.
What's senseful violence?
Violence with
It's
a
the
cause.
yeah,
Violence with a cause. So like wrestling.
or just like
Yeah.
any
Violence with a means to
yeah.
as a means.
You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Yeah, like that. That's great.
I'm just over.
Are we
thinking
technically
shit.
spoiler zone already?
What, I don't. I generally don't. I think the last scene, because of all the cameos, makes it kind of
Yeah, right.
spoilery, I guess. But like, other than that, bro, come on, nothing changes. There's no change in the status quo.
No.
No one dies. Nothing.
No,
I don't mean
Yeah,
anyone
this
needs
is
to die,
probably
but, like-
the least thoughtful, despicable meme.
It's just like filler,
Yeah.
but it doesn't
Yeah.
feel like we're leading anywhere interesting either.
Yeah.
I guess the biggest like world changing event was that Gru has another child, right? But you know
He
that
is
that's
not
the movie.
infertile. That's
Oh,
great.
that's his actual child as well, right?
Yeah.
Whereas the other kids,
Adopt.
yeah, maybe they could do some like arc later on.
Be
of,
like, yeah, I'm the only real
yeah, the
kid.
real child. You guys are all adopted.
Nah, but then like he'd
Also, do
be
you
like
like how
a
everyone's
toddler.
perpetually the same age? Even though it
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
make sense because Drew has a new child, so people must have aged during that time.
Mm-hmm. And I think
Timeless
some of the
animation.
Also, funny
man.
weird thing that I noticed in the last movie is they kind of imply that the uncle, like Gru's twin, is kind of a bit of a pedo. There's
Did
like
they?
a scene where he meets Margot and he goes, "Wow, you're so mature for your age," and then Gru goes,
Yo.
"She's 12."
That's
I guess
some,
angry at him, so I was like, "Is that if I love him?"
Thanks.
yeah,
is
Drake reference? Question mark.
Drake's not blonde.
Well, his
Yeah.
name is Drew though, so that's great.
You know.
Ah,
Drizzy, Drew,
Drew is
BBL.
I don't know. I don't know about this movie, man. I did want to actually like it because I thought Rise of Gru was okay.
free.
3 was fine, but this one
Yeah.
I wasn't feeling it.
You know, I had no expectations for this film, so I was kind of
Nah.
like, huh.
Nah.
Things happened. But in retrospect and comparing it to the other movie, I think you are correct on this one. Movie is severely lacking.
Even like not even in like think about the other movies, just in terms of being an actual movie.
In a movie,
It's
yeah.
kind of like, bro, come on, you need to show characters having like characters have to actually change and shit. That's like
Yeah.
basic film writing, anything writing. But
Thank
no one
you.
has anything happen.
What's the lesson of this episode? Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing changes ever. Get
This
over
one-
it.
One.
Reddit
Move
post
on with your
D-like.
life.
Right. Wanna do a quick spoiler section, I guess.
Wiki.
Yeah. Spoiler zone. Fantastic Four Avengers.
X-Men as well.
X.
Yeah, Cyclops. And yeah, it was a big Marvel joke thing. I did like this scene where they were going around the city saving people, but like it ended up making things worse.
Yeah.
That was kind of funny. And I guess it's funny if you think about how all this happens in the span of like 3 days. That the minions retire and then they're immediately rehired.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. To do the
To
superhero
save
stuff.
Groot.
Yeah.
And I guess the AVL is a giant full of
Shields.
minions.
It's really
Shield
Shields.
full of minions.
Yeah.
Nick Fury.
I don't really get that AVL. I don't know. I feel like a lot of these franchises now have to have like a shield type. They need to have like
Yeah.
CIA type.
The minion
thing
with
to,
one
like,
eye is Nick Fury.
Is that Doctor
Yeah. Torch with us.
Porch?
Touch wood.
Yes, they've been doing that
Touch
from
grass.
Balloon.
Touch wood.
I guess,
Touch-
yeah.
Touch morning.
I don't know.
But, like,
I haven't
in this
really
case, you
enjoyed
wouldn't
the
really
Gru being
need-
part of the AVL thing for years.
Mhm.
So, like, yeah.
Well, you wouldn't really need a CIA type thing if they don't have any extra, no extra unnatural events happen.
Yeah. I guess, like, super villain.
True.
Yeah.
I guess that's the whole thing with
It is.
Despicable.
But I guess it gets crazier as the franchise goes on.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's talk about the last scene. I thought the last scene was comparable to Kendrick's performance of Not Like Us with the West Coast. Because
yeah.
it's basically Gru doing a musical number, but he brings together everyone, no matter if you're a villain or a hero, because everyone from the Despicable Me universe comes together at the end to dance in the prison. We
Dance
got
to,
Vector's back. The villain
Tears
from
for
Despicable Me
Fears
2 was
song.
there. But you can tell no one's doing any voices or anything, so this would be done for free. So like,
Yeah.
didn't cost them any money for that.
All the cameo,
Oh yeah, including the villains from the prequel
the minion.
Rise of Gru. Yeah, they're in it,
Victoria.
and that did get me pointing at the screen, going, "Oh, that's that guy. That's that guy." Drew has a cameo. They get like real lazy with the explanation of why they have to go into hiding. I realize because they're like at one point they're like, "Oh, why can't we go stay with Drew or something?" Which is my question. Like, oh, I can't remember what it was, but it's a really dumbass excuse.
He's a pedophile.
Yeah, canonically a bit of a pedo.
Can't stay in that.
I wonder if
throne.
anyone else has noticed this. By the way, do you think anyone else has noticed? I can't be the only one who noticed that.
I mean, they put it in the movie, so probably the writers are like, that'd be fun.
Hey, come on, it's a
Yeah.
joke. It's a
That
joke.
would be a joke for the
joke.
adult, but also like a weird thing to put in a kids movie. But also like,
Yes.
is it intentionally as creepy as it seems, or am I just interpreting it because of Drake?
You're reading too much in
Yeah.
me.
BBL
So
Gruzy.
yeah, I guess that was a fun little moment at the end, but I don't know if it was really deserved.
Fun.
This wasn't like the best of the franchise. In fact, this is probably my least favorite.
Yeah, that relates to the whole villain's motive in this. Like, I hate Gru because
Yeah, they just want to kill Gru.
Gru arrested me, and also
Because Gru's a cop, bro.
because Gru he's a
FBI.
cop. He's the op. He flipped, and also because he stole my talent
FBI,
25
fucking old
years
idiot.
ago.
Yeah.
Say that again.
There's actually a very
FBI, fucking
similar
bald
thing
idiot.
going on in The Boys.
Yeah.
To do with someone hating someone because of a talent show.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, which we'll talk about later.
Alright,
But that's actually a damn. That's like the
It's a
same thing.
reference.
The
They already knew
Boys.
what's gonna happen at the boys, but they're like, "You'll put."
buoys.
Just a lot of random BTS product placement, like phone covers, piece of music, stuff
Butter.
on the wall, and it's just so like this thing that they're doing with like
Minions BTS
the
meal.
BTS
Hmm?
and so much. And not gonna lie, I did kind of want to buy pop.
Reckon there's a minion called Felix.
Stop being racist.
You reckon there's a minion called Felix?
Right? Oh,
Probably.
they do a joke like that actually. Remember when they they do like a pun or something to do with one because all the memes have generic names. So they do
Fuck
like
did I get BTS mixed up with Stray Kids? Fuck me.
Because they're all Korean. They all
Yeah,
look
I
the
think you did
same.
because of that.
I'm
They all
thinking
look
of
the
the only
same.
K-pop group I listen to.
That's fair, but also they all look the same.
This is the arm, yeah. So pretty cool.
They're a minion called RM.
I guess they.
Probably.
I mean, they could have at least shown those minions in the movie.
Yeah.
Instead of like
Yeah.
just make it into like I don't know.
Mm.
As a BTS fan, even like I don't like that.
Would
There
BTS
is
fans?
a funny music drop of Boom Boomba by
Yeah.
Blackpink. Then I did like that one because I guess that one fit the vibe.
Oh, also they played like that one track from Van Halen like twice.
Is it the one they used for the
When the minions are
Electro?
changing the diapers.
Oh yeah, that's a bit I did like how they did it like a car,
Like a pit stop.
like a pit stop. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was kind of funny.
The BTS song they used was, I think, Butter.
Dynamite.
So Dynamite?
Yeah,
Alright.
I guess I've grown to dislike that song more because of this movie.
It's because that show's like the most accessible because it was in.
Yeah.
They're too afraid to bring out the old hits such as.
Imagine if they put on fucking RM Expensive Girl or something.
Yeah.
The demo.
The demo. Unreleased.
Demonian. Demonian.
They're demon. That's why they're called
Demonian.
minion.
Demon.
They are minions of the devil.
What else is there?
Imagine if a minion instead of saying bottom said yeah.
Yeah, they could have done that.
That's the type of shit they would.
They'll do that in the next movie because
Yeah,
the
they're
next
not up to
one.
date yet.
They're not.
No, but and by that time they'll obviously be out of date, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Um,
The minions be
and
freaky
Apocalypse
like
was such
that.
a useless character. Oh yeah, I was saying just to, I guess, further clarify with spoilers the context. They basically he has to go on a little heist because she blackmails him.
Gonna expose his identity.
How did she know who Gru was, whereas no one else can figure that
I
out?
mean, to be fair, Gru has a striking figure.
Yeah, and so how did no one else figure that out? That's
Because
just the
she's
people who are after
you know,
Gru.
aspiring villain, so she knows her villains
enigma.
supposedly.
So would the fucking villain in the movie, right?
Yeah, but he's a cockroach.
That's true. Oh, and cockroaches are inferior to humans. What do you think?
Yeah, and
but-
also he's looking from the skies, bro. He doesn't
Yeah.
have the eyes on the ground. He could have used his
Meow.
cockroach army to look around. He did.
They really actually underutilized the whole cockroach
Yeah.
premise. Yeah, for sure. I thought that's where they were going because I thought it was like an Ant-Man type vibe. He had little
True,
cockroaches
yeah.
working for him.
Has that ever been said in the history of the world ever? They underutilized the cockroach.
I think we underutilized the cockroaches. We could have been eating them all along, but no,
True.
we
True. Go on,
Um,
take your jar out of
but yeah,
it.
this
We'll eat
side
'em.
plot, right? I guess the whole point was the fucking principal realizes it's Gru and then stitches on him to the.
yeah.
That's the only like significance out of the
Because she's a
movie.
hater.
Is she the biggest hater?
He was a hater. He said, "See you later."
And then the cockroach man comes and steals little baby Gru,
Pest
Gru
control.
Junior. And then Gru's like shit. So they fly in the flying car, and then they go
I just
to the
realized.
ship.
Okay, I reckon the minions are using this so much because otherwise the movie would have been like 20 minutes long.
Yeah, because they'll just shoot the thing down
Yeah,
with the laser.
if you think about it, you could cut out all the minion stuff and it was like 5 minutes. You would have
Yeah.
been over and done.
But what if this movie was only the minions?
Because once again, this movie takes place in the span of like 3 days or something,
Yeah.
like under a week.
Chris days.
Yeah.
And what was the? It's such a lazy sequel.
He's the
Because
guy.
the last one made so much money because everyone dressed up as in suits to go and see the minions.
Oh
Remember
yeah.
that whole thing? Yeah.
Yeah.
No. They're disappointing us now so that we'll lower our expectations for the next one and get blown away.
But they haven't really like Rise
By
of
the
Gru was
fart
fine,
gun.
but like Despicable Me 3 wasn't very good, and I didn't really think the first Minions that great.
Yeah. You reckon that's what they'll do then? Just relive old highlights because, we long for the old days and then hit us with the 5D
Oh, that's
movie
Hollywood
experience
for
with
ya.
a fart gun.
Gru gets new kids and ditches the old. That's the reboot of Despicable Me.
Well, actually, the little kid he has now is called Gru Junior. So, what if he just takes over?
And then adopts 3 kids.
Yeah,
I'm just thinking of Gru as a burger. And
The
then
Gru book.
You get the Whopper Jr.
Wouldn't he be the then?
Oh, Carl's Jr.
what?
Mm.
Gru fuck him up.
Yeah.
Barbecue
Can we just go verdicts? I'm kind of sick of talking about this movie.
bacon burger.
Verdicts, Despicable Me 4. Despicable Me 4. I'm having a bad day. Something far away. Yada 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 yada. Despicable Me. Pharrell was not in this movie. How sad.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
no, he actually
Was
did. He did produce this.
Some of the song.
Yeah, all the original stuff was him.
Why?
I think. He's tied to the franchise.
Right,
He can't
he's
leave
contractually obligated.
except for Jack Antonoff, who did Minion, right? If you remember.
Oh.
He's, like the album was like one of the biggest albums of the year in terms of like crossovers. Rockhampton was on the album.
Damn, were they in the movie though?
Like, well, they weren't acting in the movie.
They're like, were the songs in the movie?
I think so. Well, some of you know how soundtracks are. Sometimes they're in the movie.
Then they do like the soundtrack or inspired by the album
more
or the
inspired
movie.
by, but yeah, I think probably like the main song would be. You know that one that goes "Turn Up the Sunshine"? They played it by work all the time.
Huh.
You know that one? That was like the big one from that.
Alright.
Sunshine.
Mine only sunshine.
Oh, yeah, give you verdict. Sorry, I interrupted. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a good movie.
Fragmented me.
It's not good. Even if you're a Despicable Me fan, not a good Despicable Me movie. But if you're a Minions fan, you can watch him do Minion stuff. So I'm gonna give this one like a 3 out of.
This was a nothing burger. Give it a 3.5 because Minion.
Damn. Initially I was gonna come in and go like, well, maybe this is like a 6. It looks good, right? And then I was like,
It does
nah.
look good.
But the story's kind of ass. So like, damn, maybe this is like average, like a 5. But then I was like, damn, this story kind of mega ass. There are some good jokes. Very rarely, I think.
Were they good jokes? Well,
I think that are like bits like I think the race car thing was funny. Like that's a good visual joke, I think. And I did like the failed superhero aspect.
see, most of the jokes
Like that was
are
kind
like
of a funny parody thing.
they're not verbal.
The Minion
Yes,
stuff,
it's the
really.
Minions.
The Minion stuff is hit or miss with me though, because like if it's just beating each other up, like I've seen that in every single fucking like. No, you don't understand. I had to watch Despicable 3 and Despicable and Minions Rise of Gru. There's like I've had too much of that for the past like few days. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. What like maybe like a 4.
Yeah,
Like it looks good. The voice acting is not that bad.
but
I kind of want to give my score a 4 now for the animation and the voice acting.
Yeah, you wanna raise yours too?
nah,
Nah, he's gonna stay.
I stick with my
He's gonna
guns,
hold.
bruh.
You were 3.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I guess we'll say combined average like 3 points.
9.
Haha.
3.69. Come on.
Banana.
Yo,
All right. Before we jump into the next one, I just do want to rattle off a couple of
Quick,
stuff.
the
that I forgot to
boys
say.
update.
I've watched the first. Did you watch the first 4?
Yeah. We watched like 2 here, right?
Yeah.
Then I watched episode 3. I did not watch 4.
Well, I've seen episode 4, and I feel like the general vibe of the season so far is I feel like the first episode was the weakest, and it just got better from there.
Did get better.
Yeah. I think 4's the strongest. The first one's the weakest. My general complaint though with the entire season so far is it's a little bit of what are we doing? I don't really see where I'm not super hooked on where it's going. Especially compared to like I don't know, thinking about like House of the Dragon stuff, which had a strong for me. This one kind of is like, what are we doing? We're kind of like treading along the same ground. In fact, they've kind of run out of ideas. They have to go back into the past with all of the boys' characters and find stuff from their past, do a side plot about.
Yeah,
They're all got little
side plot.
things.
Even like Butch is busy doing his own thing.
Which is the most interesting.
Yeah.
The show's weird because it used to be about Huey, and then they've kind of like gone, I don't care about Huey anymore. Let's just focus.
Because Huey already had his bit. Well, now Hugh has his bit about Mom, but
Huey's in episode. You don't know what happens with that storyline, but it gets pretty interesting in episode 4. So that's the only one I'm like, that's kind of solid. Kimiko's stuff feels like I swear we've already done that, but I don't know if we have.
Yeah.
Because this feels like season 1 material for Kimiko.
I feel like they probably touched on that.
Yeah.
But didn't like go.
Frenchie, they kind of, because they were setting up this romance between Frenchie and Kimiko for 3 seasons, and then it kind of just suddenly went away.
It's having a relapse.
My theory, though, is once again, you haven't seen episode 4, but because what happens in episode 4, I reckon they won't really revisit what's currently going on with Frenchie's romance, and I think if they do this, then it will make me happier. Is this like, oh yeah, okay, Frenchie goes on his little romance thing as a way of character growth, but he'll eventually come back to Kimiko.
Yeah, I feel like that's the plan.
I feel like that's putting our faith a lot of these writers, and they're good writers, so like hopefully that's where they're going with that one. Otherwise, it feels like a bit of a damn. You set up 3 seasons and then suddenly it's
nothing.
Gone. Yeah, Huey's is getting sort of interesting because it seems to be tied a bit more into the actual plot.
Okay.
And all the stuff.
Yeah, Homelander and the Voight gang, they're rising up.
Oh wait, I was gonna spoil, but actually, it's not really. Like, there's something going on with Butcher, right?
Yes, can.
But you see the skin thing, right? Or is there something inside him?
Oh, I think I remember something.
Yeah, it's maybe a little bit of a character like in the Marvel comic kind of vibe going on without spoiling. But I feel like when you watch episode 4.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we even made the joke.
I made the joke.
Yeah.
But
you did that.
That seems pretty interesting.
I shouted.
I feel like Mother's Milk had the most actual plot significance because he's has to take over the role of leader.
Yeah.
The boys. So that's actually well done, I reckon. Starlight, whoa, in episode 4, shit go what's the episode? Was it episode 3?
We realized the pageant thing. So
yeah. So I think the theme of the season is everyone's a hypocrite and everyone's got shit from their past they're lying about.
True.
That seems to be the thread of commonality between everything. Because Frenchie hypocrite because killed people or something. I guess the kind of idea.
But we already know he killed people.
Yeah, well, we're doing it again, Gio. We found out if I do this, doing it again. That's kind of the main complaint against Frenchie's thing. It's like, why we already know this.
I guess
why are we doing
for some reason this season he realized, damn, killing people kind of bad.
There's a cool sequence in episode 3, I feel, where he sees like all of these victims in the room. That was kind of cool. Episode 3 also had my favorite scene so far, which was the one with Butcher and his son. I thought that was a really beautiful scene. Well, when they're playing
foosball.
That was actually like very heartwarming. I was like, damn,
some family time.
Put some respect on Butcher's name. But yeah, Kimiko, I don't know. I genuinely don't remember. Oh yeah, it would be episode 4. You find out that maybe she's not as much of a victim as you would have thought. I guess that's the thing.
Maybe she was the perpetrator.
Huey, not really, to be honest. Like, the Huey storyline is weird, and I kind of want to see where it goes. But if it goes nowhere interesting, then it's completely pointless.
Right.
I guess.
Is there a big revelation on 4th episode about Huey's mom?
Nah, straight up no. It's just like where this might be going is because he's making some not good choice. Oh, I guess that's the hypocritical thing. I figured it out. Okay, because his choices may be against his like original moral principles and shit. Like a bit of a Also, Huey gets an action sequence. I guess cool because you've never seen Huey fight. Homeland is so good this season though. He's going off in episode 4. You kind of start to see this is maybe where Homelander's character's going.
Is he gonna be the supreme leader?
You have to watch episode 4 to find out. But there's some stuff there. I like a lot of the new characters. I like Sage because there's that kind of interesting thing of like Homelander's the strongest character, so you can never beat him. But you've got the smartest character, so it's like kind of a thing. But they're working together, and it's like
filling in the gap.
Stuff. And she does this really fucked up thing. In episode 3 she fucks
Deep.
Yeah. And then you find out why in episode 4.
It was a mind game.
Well, you notice that there's a thing on the table, right? Like a
the
I already could tell what she would be doing, but like they confirm it in the episode.
Fish virus.
No, it's not. It's nothing like that. It's like it's a really dumb thing, but it's like it makes sense.
AIDS.
No, it's something she does to herself. But yeah.
But heroin.
Well, it's kind of, it's sort of, it would be the equivalent, I guess.
Okay.
But it's kind of interesting. A-Train, they're doing really well this season. He's like,
A-Train's in his
traded era.
Trader era. Yeah.
But I respect that, you know.
Flipping to the ups.
The Deep is just like,
he's just hanging out.
Kind of deeper, yeah.
You know, the Deep is mad.
Actually, might be cooking up something.
What if the Deep revolts against Homeland?
Huh?
Can the Deep revolt against Homeland by gathering all the sea creatures to fight back?
I don't think so. Probably not. I feel like the Deep's like the biggest coward in the show, so I don't think. Yeah. But the actual, I guess the overall story of the season is kind of like how Sage is sowing seeds of like political discourse.
Yes.
To kind of, the vibe is tear the nation apart so Homelander can come in and save them, right?
Yeah, and be supremely.
But that might change because of the whole Homelander kind of wanted to do that and like leave a legacy for his son or something before he dies.
Yeah.
Which I guess the interesting thing is Homelander, he can die of old age, I guess. No one else. But I guess there's a tension between him and his son because when the son's doing stuff, he's jealous that the son's outshining him.
Yes.
So that could.
And also like the son spending time with Butcher, like what you don't like.
But yeah, I think they're handling that political conflict stuff really well. That's I think the strongest part of the season so far. Even though I don't think it's as big of a hook of a season that we've had in the past.
Yeah.
I feel like this. I don't want this season to be filler, but they have been like, oh, season 5 is the final season, so it's kind of like, oh, okay, so did you make this one as filler for? Yeah, and they're setting things up really slowly, in my opinion. I don't know. This is
totally.
Like this.
Have you heard the slight discourse on people, or I guess right wing people, be like, oh my god. They're being woke again.
Funniest
They're
thing.
being woke.
People, there's a weird amount of the audience who were watching the show thinking that the show wasn't political.
Yes.
And even though Eric Kripke, the guy who made the show, came out and said, "Oh, Homelander is a metaphor for Trump, etc., etc."
Yes.
And now they're realizing, like, bro, where have you been for the past few years?
I feel like from season 1 they've been
behind the wall.
Well, been political in the sense of like, look, superheroes, they lead all the media shit.
Yeah.
But a big company do
and like
shit.
It's capitalism, society in America.
Yeah.
And like this is like the logical actual way that like it would go in terms like it's getting into like more of like the political and the vice
how you
gain
power
stuff like that.
In society.
Like, that's how it has to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I guess maybe they just came in when people,
I guess.
Yeah, when people started posting Homelander memes and they're like, oh my god, Homelanders, just like me for real. And then they watch the show and they'd be like, yo.
I bet, well, yeah, I guess like people when they saw Firecracker or whatever her name is.
Oh, yeah.
Like, damn, she's a conspiracy theorist. That's so me.
That's so me.
And then she doesn't even believe in what she's saying. So then people are like, damn.
Just like me,
just
for
like
real.
Me for real. I mean, I guess she does say like she does all this stuff, I guess, to bring people together.
She do it for the clout.
Yeah, but also yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, that's the thing. People are just dumb, bro. I spent so much time. I don't know why. I just look at comment sections on things that I like just to see what people are saying.
But those people exactly prove the point the show's trying to make.
Yeah, no, 100%, 100%. And it genuinely baffles me that people have no like what is it like media literacy. Like people
Also
just genuinely cannot. Like this season's like kind of at the point where it has to be blatant for people to fucking understand. Like,
and it's already pretty blatant.
Yeah,
I guess that's where they're like, oh my god, woke brigade in the build. They literally had a guy come in the Starlight office. Was like, where are you hiding the kid?
That was a funny bit. Yeah. Oh, there's a funny Kanye reference.
Kanye didn't do that.
There were no, not that part. They have like some sort of right wing festival or something, and someone's like, "Yo," and Kanye's informed.
Yo, Kanye gonna sue?
No.
Does he watch this show?
But like The Boys is a satire. That's what the whole point. It was meant to be a satire, like in the comics, satire of superheroes and all of that. And yeah, inherently, it's inherent.
Sunman, from the episodes you've seen, what are your thoughts?
This is literally the first time I have watched The Boys. We're not counting Gen V.
Oh yes, you like Gen V.
We liked Gen V, yes.
Oh, well, actually, can I? Okay, we're just finish your thoughts. I have a Gen V thing.
Yeah,
The Boys is interesting.
Yeah, so with the Gen V thing, the creator's like, "Oh, we're not gonna cross over into the." I guess I don't know, because it's kind of shitty what they do. But we can talk about Gen V spoilers, right? It's been out for a year or something. I don't know. They introduced the whole virus thing, right? Then immediately in the first episode, they go, "Nah, it's not going to work against Homelander." Ditch that whole idea. Like, come on, guy. Seriously, like, Butcher showed up at the end of Gen V to be like, "Here I am in the place where the virus is," and Butcher's just like, "Nah, it doesn't work." Okay,
I tried.
Episode 4. This isn't even a spoiler. Episode 4, you get to see a news report about the events of Gen V before someone turns it off. And that's probably the most you're ever going to get.
Are they backpedaling because of the actor that died, or just because other constraints?
I don't really understand. Yeah, I don't know. Because I thought the way it was going to work is it's basically like it's going to weave in and out. Like, because I'm pretty sure the comics isn't separate series, right? It's just The Boys.
Okay.
But it'll have like issues that are dedicated to this like Gen V side or something. Yeah. And it'll kind of come back in. But not in like a Marvel way where it's like, oh, interconnected universe. It's actually like, no. This is like a specific... Because I understand like it's a important season for the entire thing. But it's just we need to focus on these other characters. It's better than cramming them into an already crowded season of The Boys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is like, I think, that makes sense. And I guess, putting it as a spin-off, it's the only real way you can do that. Otherwise, you're going to have, a 20 episode The Boys season, you know? But they're kind of backpedaling a little bit. I don't like the way they handled that. It was really like... It made me feel like, bro, what was the point of Gen V? That was the main fucking thing. Like, they introduced a virus that can kill superheroes. That's huge. And apparently, it's pointless. It won't work. Yeah,
then what's going to happen in season 2?
The first episode, it literally opens with an assassination attempt on the fucking virus. They didn't even test out that virus, bruh.
Did they just say
it won't work? How did you...
Or is it won't work in the specific situation?
No, they said, it's just not developed enough to harm Homelander. But why didn't they just test it on her? Like, I don't know.
So what's going to be season 2 of Gen V if there's going to straight up virus don't work, so we do nothing?
I'm going to be completely honest. They should cancel it. I don't think they should.
If they're backpedaling.
Also the actor died, and they're like, we're not recasting, so it's going to affect story. But mainly because of the backpedaling now, it's just like, I don't know. I don't think it's happening. The Boys is ending soon.
Maybe they have a big giant idea in their brain that ties it all together.
I don't know. Not a huge fan of that. All right, I'm gonna quickly go over the Acolyte
Oh yeah.
update. This latest episode is getting the most hate of all of the episodes because they do a really stupid thing, and I'm always defending this show because I guess the haters speak louder than the lovers, and I don't love this show. I've always been like, this show's kind of bad, but like not as bad as people say, right? And also in the sense that everything Star Wars is pretty much bad these days, so it's like, this ain't a huge anomaly, you know what I mean? But anyway, this episode, because the thing they'd be setting up is there is a Wookiee Jedi, which in its whole concept is just like cool thing, bro.
That's cool.
Like, don't you want? They had one job, bro. Show Wookiee Jedi. Show Wookiee Jedi fight. He dies off screen. I'm just gonna spoil it. He dies off screen.
So sad.
It was fucking stupid. Sad.
But he died so beautiful.
This one is like a walk through a forest episode. It doesn't look great. I guess I'm kind of boring. They're all kind of boring. There were aspects of it that I thought were more interesting than previous episodes. The fact that like one of the characters, I assume we'll probably do a review of this. I won't go too heavy.
Okay.
But one of the characters kind of like switches up their motivation, which I thought was interesting. Because I was like, oh, cool, it's actual character work, I guess. But people have kind of been not really talking about that aspect, I guess.
They focused on
there's
the
a character that they've set up who seems like so dumb that he's probably the main antagonist. You know what I mean? Because you know George Lucas is going to do Jar Jar Binks, and he's going to be like Jar Jar or whatever. I think they're going for a similar vibe with this one character, to the point where it's too obvious. So it can't be him. But like I have no faith in the writer, so it probably is him. You know what I mean?
All right.
But I generally thought this episode was fine as far as the show goes. I don't really see that. Like they killed off that Wookiee guy, and that was kind of annoying. They also cut the episodes too short at like 20 minutes, because the final shot of the thing is the main villain appears, and all of the Jedis pull out their lightsabers. And generally speaking, their fight scenes are all right. So like, they could have ended it with a fight scene at least, but no, they cut immediately.
Cliffhanger.
And because of the way the show's awfully paced, right? Because they'll go like, the first 2 episodes were like building like continuous story. 3rd episode flashback. And I guess so that ruins kind of the tension of the thing. It was to do with the Wookiee Jedi, and then they just dies off screen in this one, I guess. And I have I reckon the next episode is gonna be another flashback instead of like a continuation. Anyway, that's my Acolyte review thoughts so far for this latest episode.
XD.
It's kind of bad, but hey, it's not the worst thing ever.
Even though
Star Wars woke, Star Wars political.
Star Wars right wing, X-wing.
Star Wars loony left.
Loony
left since Star Wars. How can Wookiees be Jedis when they?
Oh yeah, you haven't noticed the thing. I guess the actual thing, right? That's so hard when you're like, if you get a show that's like bad, right? And like say it has like a female lead or something, and people are gonna hate it because it has a female lead. That's just gonna happen, right? And this is actually an example of that, right?
Women,
but even I have problems with the way the show's writing. I have to defend it because it seems like I'm siding with the fucking misogynists. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Because they're so
you have
fucking
to mention
loud
that
on social
it's not
media.
because female bad. It's because the other thing, guys.
Yeah. Ain't that funny? But I feel like that's the thing that happens a lot nowadays because people are very vocal about.
They have vigorous opinions.
Big platform. Megaphones, both sides.
Anyway, you guys want to talk about what was the other thing?
The funny movie we watched.
This should be the quickest review. The Exorcism. Bad.
Actual worst horror movie of the year?
I would say with scientific evidence. I don't bring out the list. I have a list of the worst horror movies of the year, right?
Is it peer review?
We are going to peer review this right now.
So my list of the worst But the worst movies of the year are just horror movies, pretty much. Unfortunately.
Real.
Cheap. Funny.
Baghead. You haven't seen this movie?
No.
I reckon before we do our top 10s of the years, you gotta watch Baghead.
The Baghead.
Is it just a paper bag?
Is it like Siren Head but a bag?
You know what? My
Maybe.
sister told me that the person who did Siren Head did Tarot Monsters.
They did?
Yeah. And my sister was like, it's such a shame because this guy's so talented and he was forced to do tarot. And you know
Well,
what?
that's actually the one thing I said was okay about Tarot. I
Yes,
said
the
the
visual
creature designs were
design.
cool.
Yeah. So
Alright,
shout out
that's
to that guy.
interesting.
Yeah.
Good guy in a bad film. Yeah. We could have
Well,
had
at least
Siren
he
Head
got
tarot
paid, you know.
Yeah.
That's what we
I
want.
think Baghead's the worst, followed by Night Swim. I think this is more entertaining than Night Swim. Mainly
Yes,
because of Russell
yes.
Crowe's
Yeah.
performance, I think.
Yeah.
And also, just funny things happening.
All right.
Ooh.
Imaginary.
Yeah.
I think this is better than Imaginary. Imaginary
enjoyed
took
it,
itself very serious. Oh, this also kind of takes itself very seriously, but this is like
See, it's
this is
funny because
goofy
it's
as
not
hell, bro.
because it's goofy. Well, the Imaginary is kind of kid stuff, so it's like, oh, kids.
I like Tarot more though, in the sense of like it is like more goofier, but also like more entertaining because this movie's kind of boring as well.
CEO of sex.
There's also
Entertainment.
there's a really weird thing with this movie. I don't know if you noticed that, but basically they're making a movie that is The Exorcist, but they can't say it's The Exorcist.
It's the Exorcism.
Yeah,
The film originally was going to go by a different name.
yeah,
Yeah.
It was gonna be like
It was going to be
Exorcising.
named. Is it spoilers to say the film made in film?
What's the
What's
film
the
made
film
in the
name?
film?
The House on the Something Street.
Yeah, something like that.
The House of the Dragon.
The doggone.
But I reckon the original draft of the movie would have been like, yo, what if there was a haunting on the set of The Exorcist?
Hmm.
That's kind of what the movie is
Yes.
about.
That's literally what happened.
Which well, it's not the most original plot. Like this, I feel it is an actual trope though, because like Nightmare on Elm Street did a what if it was happening to the actors, and
Yeah.
like Scream 3 did like a thing
Yeah.
of that, right?
Act.
It's not the most original, but it seemed like it wasn't a bad concept thing,
They could have done more stuff.
and then like
They
could have
could
been
have done
like
way
a,
more stuff with it, let's be honest.
yeah. But this movie kind of
A lot of it happened at home.
clouded. Bro.
True. A lot of the funny ghost moments were at the guy's house.
That's another
Because it has to do
yeah.
with the actor guy, not the
Not
film
the
itself.
set.
It gave me the vibes of like, a couple of horror movies that I've seen in the past few years. Relic, which you guys have seen,
Yeah.
in the sense that like it's a horror movie, but like kind of it's a psychological thing, right? It's like a psychological horror, where it's kind of like metaphorical and whatever. And this one sometimes tried to do it until the end, where it completely fell off. Not that this movie
The
was
end is
bad
funny.
like throughout, but I think the
Yeah.
ending was genuinely
Really?
so bad.
Yeah.
Because like it's kind of like building up this thing of like it's kind of sort of like deeper than a typical horror movie. It's not done very well, but it's kind of like meant to be like alcoholism and stuff like that.
Yeah. They're blurring the line. This real or
The
imagination?
bottle is my demon.
Yeah.
That's Iron Man.
The
Demon.
Jack and the Daniel.
But then it just becomes too much demon at the end, I think. And the exorcism scene that the movie is named after is awful.
Yeah. They just said
As
a
far
bunch
as
of Latin
That was to
shit.
bring out the whole ocean.
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
Color all the
Fuck.
name.
All right. Okay, like good things. I think the daughter did a good performance.
Yeah, sure.
I think Russell Crowe was okay.
He did his best.
Maybe he did his best.
Was
Sure.
this his best?
Is he a washed up actor? Like the guy he plays
No,
in the
I
movie?
think he just plays like fucking
He gets these roles.
exorcists. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it because of Thor: Love and Thunder?
You know, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Russell
Or
Crowe.
was the writing just bad? That made Russell Crowe look bad.
Well, why did you take the job?
Yeah, why
bro?
did he take this movie? He's like, this is good move.
Well, the director of the film is the son of
M. Night
The-
Shyamalan.
main actor in the movie The Exorcist. That's your actual
Ah.
Exorcist connection there.
Okay, so this movie has some lineage, technically.
Yeah. Trying to still think of good things, by the way. Oh, there's one kill that I thought was substantial, which is when a dude gets glass to the eye.
Oh yeah,
That's probably pretty much the only gore in the movie. Which that didn't really, because the jump scares in this movie, a lot of
Yeah.
this like man stands pissing in the dark.
doesn't matter.
Man claps his hands and his
Yeah.
ass. Bang. Smash.
Also, yeah, well, because that kill scene just happens just because
Yeah, but it was there
there was nothing leading up to it. It was just man was there, therefore, yeah, let's kill him.
Also, you want to talk about the fucking opening scene of the movie? I don't know if you remember, but a guy just dies.
Was that the same guy?
The
Was that like a die?
the actor that was supposed
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
the guy
like
replaced
Russell
him?
Crowe was
Forward.
replacing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Isn't it
Flash
just because like,
forward.
oh, we need a reason to replace him, so he died.
Yeah.
You
But
know?
yeah, that was also just that was a terrible death. He just like falls, right? Or something. I can't remember.
Oh yeah, did he kill himself?
Well, I assume it would have been a demon, bruh.
Oh yeah, true. But that doesn't make sense in the logical
Mate,
scheme of
don't
things.
even.
Of like the demon needs a body.
Yeah, but it's gonna be Russell Crowe's. You're
He
gonna
wants
assume
Russell
it's part
Crowe,
of the
yeah.
demon's plan.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't.
Can we? I
More
want to get
good
spoiled.
thing. Good.
There's not anything else.
Nay.
Russell Crowe gets naked.
Well, the cinematography at the start was kind of cool. Where they go to the set,
Oh yeah, that's cool.
but also like, I guess they had the benefit of just being in a set. So does that
The
make it
set
cool? I
in
don't
the
know.
set is kind of cool.
Yeah,
They made a house.
the cold room thing was super dumb. That was
Why do
dumb
they
as
have
hell.
a
Why do they have
cold
a
room? Yeah.
cool room?
There has one room in
Goosebumps.
there. One set
Yeah.
in there.
And it looks bad, but like I guess it's meant to look bad because it's a set. But like, it just looks bad.
Yeah. Does a set need to be cold? What's the purpose of a cold room? If they need to
Can you
actually
cause
physically be
goosebumps
cold?
that way? Is that even noticeable?
Hmm.
I'm trying to think why. Yeah.
Hollywood experts, please
Actors
let us
can't
know.
act cold.
To bring you real suffering.
Yeah.
Get cold.
But that was like, it was also just stupidly heavily foreshadowed. They'd be like, "Oh,
Yes,
don't
it's
go into
like,
the cold room.
Ooh,
Oh, the cold room.
spooky cold
Wow,
room.
where's this final battle going to take place?"
Yeah. Wow. All the energy is being sucked out of it. Why?
Yeah.
Because there's air conditioning.
Yeah.
For real. Can we just get spoilers? Can we just jump
All
into this?
right.
Okay.
Do it.
Yeah, so a dude just fucking dies at the start of the movie.
Spoilers.
And then I was kind of like, yeah, what is it? And I was like, okay, I know what we're getting into. This is going to be this like, it's horror stuff. And then it wasn't. Like, it was
Yeah.
like,
No one died for a while.
and also like all the jump scares from that point on was just like, yeah.
Russell
These are the
Crowe being
darkness
scary.
Just walking.
The
Hey, I'm
film
walking
is
it.
desperately trying to be like, what's the term? Elevated horror. It's really trying to push
Elevated.
this like, where not your average horror movie went into a
Okay.
character study, went into gonna be some metaphors here, and they handle it all so poorly. They say the word alcohol in this movie like a million times. You know how I know? Because I started playing a
counted
game, and
it?
every time they say alcohol, I'm gonna drink.
Ah, you had it.
Yeah, you remember that? Yeah.
See, you're playing along with the movie.
I was playing along with the
in real
movie.
life.
Like it's so heavy hand. There's no subtlety when it comes to them dealing with these topics.
Maybe it's like, you're a junkie, not a junkie. You're an alcoholic
Yeah,
for real. And he's like, yeah, sorry.
yeah.
You left me when I was
And
5.
the actual, there's no so, like I guess you can't really do the thing of like, oh, is this alcoholism or is this demon? Because there's no real build up to his need to drink. It's more like he just kind of starts drinking because weird stuff is happening.
Yeah.
But like, is he present in those moments? he like know what's going on? Is he drinking because he's a bad actor? Is that the main thing?
Yeah, I got the impression of like, all right, he's fucking up his lines because I don't know, he's groggy or some shit. And then the demon starts talking to him and messing him up. So he's like, fuck, I can't act in this state. So he starts drinking, and that converges into the demon being like, just keep on drinking, man.
I guess so. But
So
at that point, it's
yeah.
like, why does he even need to be drinking? He's just possessed by a demon, right? So I guess like,
Because he thinks, well, he doesn't know he was possessed. He was like, I'm bad at acting, not because of the demon, but just because I'm
but okay.
bad.
Remember that scene where he shows up in the daughter's room?
Yeah.
Was he drunk or possessed at that point? It's kind of unclear.
The
he's
scene
been
where
drinking,
he's like,
and he's covered in blood and stuff.
oh yeah. See, that's a good question.
Also, why is he covered in blood? Did they ever really answer that? Can't remember.
Then I think in the scene previous before, it was just like a funny blinky montage of like him cutting
it was
shit
kind
up.
of funny.
And epilepsy warning for like
Yeah.
a minute.
Yeah.
A minute of flashing lights.
Yeah, shout out to me.
Yeah, even I had to look away because I'm like, fuck, a lot of flashing lights, man.
Still worn my Eshe glass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I won the Eshe glasses and the holy water.
So yeah, good question. I guess that was the people of this movie trying to make the point of, oh, is he really possessed, or is he just taking a bloodbath?
bloodbath?
Yeah.
Bath. Bar.
Then we have, because since he's bad at acting, we got the director being like, "You suck.
The director's
You're a
terrible
child.
in this movie.
You're an alcoholic.
You have trauma.
You have trauma. Think about the trauma.
Yeah.
You got molested as a child.
As a child.
As a child.
See, they handled like that's like an actual really serious topic, right?
Yeah, they
But
kind of brushed it
handled
over. It was
really
like,
poorly. Like I don't. Yeah.
This is not the way.
There's also like
Mhm.
there's domestic violence sort of
Yeah.
vibe with the daughter. And that's don't even get me. That was fucking stupid. Because like, there's weird domestic violence stuff, and then the next scene she's fine with it, and she's like, "Yeah, Dad, how are you?" And she goes to his trailer, and he's like, "Chillin'." Like,
Yeah. Just one of those episodes.
Well, I didn't
Domestic
really
violence.
get what sort of a drunk he was, and like there wasn't a whole lot of context. This movie actually desperately needed a lot more context, including the demon, because I feel like in
What's the
every
motivation?
single demon movie or something, you get to know the demon, you get to like know about their history, because
Yeah,
what type kind of demon is he? He's the demon of drinking, I guess.
yeah, because by knowing
the
that,
demon
you
of
know
the
the
bottle.
motivation, or like, yeah, right?
Yeah,
But yeah, this demon, apparently, I guess the name is real, or like from something,
I don't
right?
know.
But they were like, oh, this
What's
is
the
the
name in
demon
the
from the
script, bro?
movie,
Yeah.
and then probably based on a real demon name.
For some reason, it reminded me of Ghostbusters.
Their demon
There's
name?
a demon in a painting, and they're like, "Oh, is he
Ah.
a demon?" But they explain more about who that demon was in this movie. This
Damn.
movie explained nothing.
Yeah. All we know is this demon needs a body. And likes, I don't know. He said a funny line at the end. He was like, oh,
We got the whole ocean.
before that. So Anthony was his name, right?
Yeah.
Of the guy. He's like, oh, you're already in position, sweet Anthony.
Yeah, because
Referencing his experience of being molested.
the thing with like the thing with demon possessions is the vibe is you're meant to, when you're possessed, you're meant to say
Goofy demon shit.
Yeah. Like specifically like weird sexual stuff is the thing that's in all the like the stuff.
Yeah, but this is like kind of out of left field.
Yeah,
you know? It's
it's
like
just a little bit
we
like-
weren't talking about that, but okay.
Yeah. Yeah, like the religious trauma aspect and stuff with the priest that didn't really
They didn't
come
really
across.
explore
They didn't
that.
explore that at all.
It was just like, oh, happened. They brought it up at the end.
Yeah.
And when the director guy was like, haha, you got molested.
Yeah.
Get wrecked. That's why you suck at act.
That's a classic Drake line, actually.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Um,
Jake said.
yeah, this is just like, man.
I want a deep fake of this movie where instead of Russell
I
Crowe,
feel like this is the
they have
exact
DJ
sort of movie
Khaled.
I would end up writing if I tried to write something remotely deep.
You
This
won't
is-
write something
Nah,
this
I probably
bad.
would.
And then we put DJ Khaled's voice on DJ Khaled's face. That's on Russell Crowe's body.
Call out the whole heaven
Pantheon.
gate.
I generally do not remember much of the movie, to be honest.
Nah.
Like,
Yeah.
most of
Well,
it's in
the-
my funny New York apartment.
Yeah, the sexual assault thing is similar to the I guess domestic violence and drunken father thing, where they just kind of show, oh, things be happening, but are we gonna do anything about it? No.
Yeah. I mean, I guess to the film's credit, they do try and do the alcoholism angle more because they keep
Yes.
saying the word, oh, he's drinking alcohol.
Alcohol.
There's alcohol. Bottles. Wow. Alcohol, your breath. You're an alcoholic. A million fucking times.
But as you
Wow.
said, domestic thing happened, they're fine the next day.
Yeah.
Forget about it.
And it's still even by the ending, right? It's also he dies in the movie, right? And then comes back. That part was also kind of clear because he jumps out of the window. And I
Oh,
wasn't
yeah.
sure if he died or if he had escaped. I can't remember what he was saying.
It
to
was
the
a
cop.
dream.
He was going to the studio.
He flew to the studio.
Yeah, and what's the deal with the studio? Like, why is that the haunting spot? Like, what's going on?
Yeah,
None
no
of that's
explanation
explored,
for
so
that.
It
It's
doesn't
just
really
like
work.
it just happens to be possessed.
Why is it? Yeah, why the studio? Because Bro spends most of his time at his apartment, but I guess he has to come back to the studio.
Yeah, I'm
away
guessing
from
they're
home?
they're using the fact that he's acting as a priest as justification. Specifically, you need to be acting as a priest in that studio to get possessed,
Yeah.
because that's what happened to the previous guy.
What was the previous guy in alcohol?
Oh,
Man, it ends with a really bad exorcism sequence that isn't. There's like no tension. There's nothing. There's
called out the
no-
whole ocean.
man.
Real priest was like, "Yo, what if we switch bodies like Freaky Friday?"
And like how he put the demon into the pig in the Pope's shot
Yeah.
it with a shotgun.
Oh yeah.
It was like the same thing, pretty much.
But how do you trick the demon going to the pig?
He was like, no, he literally in that movie he said, "I bet you can't." And then
And
the
he's
demon's
like,
like,
"No,
nah.
I can't."
Yeah, it was like, if you're a demon,
No.
no, he literally said, if you're a demon, wait, fuck, yeah, if you're a demon, you'd go into this pig or something, like, yeah, you're not
If
a
you're a
demon.
real
If you were a real
demon,
demon,
you
you'd
go
go
in
into
a
this pig. And then he did. That's what happened in the
They're
movie.
just pretty
and he
dumb.
showed
Yeah.
that.
You don't got the balls.
Yeah,
You don't get
that's
those.
still one of my favorite sequences in a horror movie
Dang.
for the past like
Just
3 years.
egging him on.
Bro, if you're so good, why don't you like talk back to God or something?
Yeah, bro,
Like for real.
dial him up.
Yeah.
Man, you're
Yeah,
in a
what's up with
different time
demons,
zone.
man?
You can
Like,
call back later.
Don't they have better things to do?
Well, it entirely depends on, I guess, the context, right?
Yes.
This demon, I guess, had fuck all to do.
So you just like Russell
Yeah.
Crowe. Yum.
Russell.
I think like what a cool demon. I feel like the Conjuring had some cool demon shit, right?
What
Actually,
happened?
the first Conjuring was a witch.
Oh yeah.
Second, it was nun.
Nothing.
The Nun.
Then nothing.
But the nun was kind of
Banana.
mad because the nun was like doing shit with vision, like can you change the future type thing.
Huh.
In the Conjuring too.
Have you
I
seen
remember
them?
the nun's name. It was Balak because they made
Oh,
a big
yeah.
deal about you have to say the demon's name.
I remember that bit.
Which I guess that rule doesn't stand in this one.
They said Saint instead.
Yeah. Because
Shout
they
out
said the
to
demon's
Saint.
name like immediately at the start of the movie. So it's like,
Yeah. Shout out to Saint Gabriel, Saint Louis, Saint Michael.
Oh, this
Saint
movie looks like
Antonio.
ass. Like the color grading of this movie kind of looks like ass.
Just like dark color.
Kind of gray.
It's spooky, man.
But it didn't look very HDR to me, you know? Have any of the cool.
There's no high dynamic range in this one.
Yeah. I don't know. Wrong ass looking movie. Should we do final verdict?
The piss was yellow.
We see like, yeah, the sequences in the house could have been a lot better because they felt like it reminded me a lot of a Relic because they had like sequences sort of like that, like weird
Demented grandma,
and that other movie I watched, La Llorona, where it was like meant to be a metaphor for like the fucking genocide of people. It's actually a really interesting movie, like using a Mexican folklore to talk about the genocide of Guatemala. But they do similar, like they're in the house and it's not like super scary, but like the scares, I guess, are like
genocide
vibe. Like weird shit happening in the dark, but not like ghoul.
No boo.
Ghoul.
Like you can still kind of be a sort of horror movie without having like ghouls and whatever.
Yeah.
This
humans are already scary enough.
Well, it didn't. No, genuinely, like sometimes humans can be enough, I guess. Because I guess like the Russell Crowe pissing scene, like it is funny, but like.
I mean, if that happened in real life,
vibe, you
were just walking down the stairwell and then this Russell Crowe pissing himself naked. You'd be like, what the fuck?
It's just
that's pretty scary. And why was that the only scene where he was naked? Because
why did you want to see him naked?
It's an outlier from all the other jump scare scenes.
Okay, I don't know. This is
he's just a bit freaky, man.
Yeah, because like the other scene, he's like, oh, he pops up behind you, be like, boo or some shit.
That's genuinely so. Actually, what happens there? He sometimes just pops up behind.
Or like he goes punches the glass and like fucking stabs your eye. Sure.
That was the most out of place one.
Yeah, because that's the only kill.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about man in the mirror.
Yeah. And I guess that's the only time
also,
they
why
wanted
did
to
kill
kill
that guy. There was
there's no reason.
There was no reason.
They just killed that guy because cussed. No kills. They just killed him because the other spooky scene is where he broke his back, because suddenly the demon decides let's do some demon shit on set, and then he bangs his head on the table like 10 times. That was funny.
What about off set? You said on set.
Yeah.
That was speaking my mind. Off set.
Oh,
Bad and bougie.
Yeah, bad and bougie. They had a Venom thing where he had like black spots. I was like, yo, Venom? No, it was Demon.
Yeah.
So some other.
They also do the thing of talking about the meta thing of going like, they talk about the movie being like a deep metaphor.
Oh yeah, they talk about the real movie. But then if they're making fun of it in the movie, about the movie, are they saying their movie sucks?
No, I don't think they are. I think they're genuine.
So like, why would you say that in the movie about a movie?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Too quirky.
Too meta. But then it backfired on them because their movie's actually ass.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to do what the movie in the movie said they were going to do. Ain't that crazy?
This movie. Final verdict.
I see that you're already in position, sweet Anthony. Are you ready to receive my limp?
Succulent
Charlie
boy.
Succulent boy. Well, do you like Russell Crowe? Maybe don't watch this.
Yeah, watch a different one.
Watch a different one.
He was in.
What was he in the last few years?
Thor: Love and Thunder.
Thor: Love and Thunder.
The
Not
Pope's
that great,
Exorcist.
but was he in the Pope's Exorcist?
Yes, that's why I was like, damn, 2 Exorcist movies back to back.
Dang.
With Crow Boy.
Maybe watch that one. That was any good. Was that any good?
No.
No? Don't watch that. Watch this. Not good. But funny. If you enjoy shenanigans and tomfoolery in such an entertainment medium.
When's Tom Cruise gonna be?
I thought of the joke. In the fucking Despicable Me 4, the guy says, "I will not have it with this tomfoolery," and they turn to a minion called Tom, and Tom goes,
I
There we go,
remember
that was
that.
it. Sorry,
Tom.
continue.
Yeah, not good, not spooky. He pisses himself. Like, 3.5. Better than Minion. Despicable Me.
Dang. I'm a child at heart. So I'm gonna give this, I don't know, 1.5 because Minions was better.
Damn, sweet Sunny. I will give this one a 3.5.
Wow, that gives us a nice 3, maybe.
I think it's a bit more than 3, like a 3.1.
Tiny bit more than 3.
3.1.
Uno. Number
Man,
1, piss.
This was not a good week for movies.
For movies,
Not
for
for
the
movies,
motion
not
film
for movies.
industry.
Oh, well, next week we're gonna be watching A Quiet Place. Day 1. What is it?
Day one,
Day
right?
1. And I guess I'll find a TV show as well for you
We'll
guys
talk
to watch.
about House of the Dragons, I guess.
Oh, I'll get to that in a minute. We'll go through the video. But,
Okay.
yeah. All right.
Check
What's
us
our
out
socials?
if
Oh,
you
yeah,
haven't on the social at unholy.pod on Instagram and TikTok.
Has that been firing up? More?
TikTok be popping off, I think.
We got
But,
like
you know,
1.7K on that last.
Yeah, a
the
lot
last
of
time
decent views, but I need you guys to like the video more, or
Right.
maybe comment. I need more interactions to get the algorithm.
I don't
up,
have
you know?
TikTok, so I can't help you there.
Damn. Just comment bullshit on that particular TikTok.
Hubuga.
I commented on our YouTube on the
Yeah.
last video. I just put the title in the comment.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
This is the comment section.
I think some people actually do that in certain comments. Get the algorithm up. Do it.
Or
have
just
fun.
like, haha, I like that part. Well,
Actually,
you said
I wonder how that video is doing. Because the Pixar one did all right.
Yeah, people
for
actually
our
watch the
numbers,
Pixar
like-
video for some reason.
Yeah.
Because they
And
watch
the
the-
Last of Us one did quite
Yeah.
well, I guess, in
Yeah.
terms of, I think, 24 views. That's pretty good. That's catching up so on
Mhm.
schedule, I guess.
Yeah, it's in,
Already
the,
in
it's in
position.
the double digits.
Yeah.
We like that. We love to see that. Yeah, follow us, interact with our socials. That's good. And we'd like to interact with you as well if you interact with us.
You don't want to interact with me. You see me on the
no.
street, you go the opposite
We're
direction.
too popular to interact with our fans.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have time to go through 200 emails.
Be a fan, she a fan.
Will you still be a fan when shit hit the fan?
Yeah. Anyway, was that it?
Listen to the pod at your favorite podcast providers. Yeah, Spotify podcast, Apple podcast. Watch our videos
Were we
on
ever on
YouTube.
Google?
We're on YouTube.
No, we're not. But I think we have an RSS feed, which technically could be on Google.
But they're
Is
changing it to YouTube Music or something.
Oh,
They're
they're moving
putting
that.
it,
Yeah.
into that one. Yeah, anyways,
Yeah.
yeah.
If you use Google for some reason, let us know. We'll make it happen.
Yeah, just for you. Just so
Just
you.
for you. And yeah, let us know if any comments, any thoughts, opinions, complaints, heavy, vigorous thought
Yo.
you would like to
Bigger.
And look forward
to us.
to more YouTube content because we're
That's
getting
right.
back into that. Yeah.
We're going back to it. You know,
When
we're making
we
content.
can.
So you don't have to watch the whole pod, but look at our TikToks instead.
Damn.
We'll have exclusive content on YouTube as well. That's the
Oh, yeah.
that's the main point that I would try to push.
You're
on
not
YouTube.
gonna see the memes on this podcast now, right?
No.
You don't want that shit.
All you'll see is if you look at the visual of this, you'll see DS My Chemical Romance. That's
My
about it.
Chemical Romance shirt.
Can barely.
Yo, I had to cut out so much spoilers. Make 10 minutes.
Because it's
Because all
all
the meat of
shit.
the review, I was pretty much in the non-spoiler zone for Tarot. We talked about Ned for so long. We talked
Yeah,
about
makes
Ned
sense.
for like 3 whole minutes.
Well, actually, for the Pixar one, a lot of the content I cut out was talking about how we hadn't seen something because of various reasons. So I was
Yeah.
like, we don't need any of
Yeah,
this.
that's not point.
And I got it
Yeah.
down to like half.
See you next week.
Bye.
Yeah. Nah.